What's up, fellas? It's your boy Schema back with another episode for the Dynasty to talk about progress reports for the NFC. This is the time the video was being made. From this point on, we're gonna start making them at the end of the season. But this is like the progress report that was going on while people was playing. Um, Couldn't have done it alone. Got your boy Tight work on the show. What's up, Tight?
What's good, man? What's good, Scheme?
What's up? Got Sweets on the show. Thanks for joining, Sweets. What's up?
Hey, what's good, man? I'm glad to be on.
Great. We also got your boy who just made the playoffs, C-Rob. C-Rob won the NFC South. Good
Yeah,
job.
what it do, everybody?
What's up? What's
Appreciate that,
up?
man.
All right, we're
Not
gonna
much.
get it started quick with the Green Bay Packers. Definitely an A plus throughout the season, averaging 43 points a game at that time, giving up only 16 points a game. 95 yards a game on the ground, and he was 11th against the pass. Okay, Ty, you had a chance to play him in the Super Bowl. What makes him an A plus player, and can he sustain that going into next season?
He won the Super Bowl. He got moved to the team coming back. So, yep, it ain't much to say about it, man. That's an A plus.
All right, Sweets. You played him too. What's the key for him to maintain? Was it the trades that he made that why he's an A, or is it just stick skills?
I mean, it's got to be a mixture of both. You know what I mean? He's made some really good deals that have benefited him over this long haul, or this whole little Madden. Um, a lot of them early deals he made, he got really early picks and was able to get a one of the best O line that anybody's ever seen. So, he set himself up to be good for a long time, and he's just benefiting off of that right now.
All right, I agree with that. Now, a lot of people when they look at this team, they think of, Pollard, and they think of Highsmith. Well, we know C-Rob, he knows a thing or two about running backs. And I think C-Rob, they run the ball on the same level. Do you think without Highsmith and Pollard that he would even be, you know, a Super Bowl contender?
Highsmith and Pollard are definitely key factors in that, but he has like the pieces around them. Like he has like a really super solid offensive line. I mean, he pieced together some of the older veterans, and then he has built up a couple of different receivers, a couple of younger receivers that he's built up that are excelling. And with them sitting up there, being able to be deep threats, and then offensive line blocking to give them pass to give them time to get the ball, and running backs lanes to run big run plays. Man, he said that they put a really good scheme together. So I mean, he's got a really good program going on put together there.
I would agree. We all agree, and that's why he has an A. Moving on to the next, we got the Bears. At the time, he was a B minus. He probably went below that a little bit towards the end of the season. Right now, or at that time, he was averaging 23 points a game. But even he said giving up 22 points is a lot. He's 20th against the pass. That's not bust type defense. He also gives up at that time 112 points a game. Um, I can speak on Bus first. I think he'll turn it around. I think losing Mac was the reason why he went down a little bit. Um, he definitely has Cashman, who's a big part of his pass defense. Eddie Jackson's a big part of it, especially in space. But when you talk about not getting the pass rush, it makes it hard on them guys. All right, tight. Well, you know a thing or two about pass rush with Wilkins. Can the Bears turn it around? And if so, what does he need to do?
Hey, he's just got to get back to being the bus. You know what I'm saying? Running the ball. Along with losing Mack, he changed the playbook. So he was going from a 3-4 to a 4-3, and it just took some time to adjust. At the end of the season, he was playing much better ball than he was at first. But
Okay,
I think the upcoming season after the draft, he got two first round picks, so he
nice.
should be good moving forward. But yeah, losing Mac did hurt.
Yeah, Mac hurt. That hurt big.
I agree, CR. Anything you want to touch on about the bus?
Yeah,
We know he could be an A player come high stakes. Went 16-0 and lost in the playoffs.
the big thing about this Madden is that pass rushers have been a like big force on the game. So if you have a dominant pass rusher, you can sit up there and you can like apply pressure without even doing anything. You can get pressure with like 3-man rush, 4-man rush, and you can cover anything underneath. So if you lose a pass rusher like Mac, it'll sit up there and really hinder your defensive production. So I mean, until you replace a player like that, you're gonna sit up there and have some difficulty. So I mean, that's what he has to do. He's have to get that pass rush back where he used to be.
I agree. And Sweets, him and Bus go up, against each other quite a bit. What made this guy difficult to play? And can he get back to being an A, or can he sustain being a B up to high stakes?
I think he'll get back to it. I think what Titan touched on was the playbook change. That always does something to you. To go so many seasons with the same book and then change it all of a sudden. I will say that I think he's been throwing a lot more. The bus we all see and we know is a running team and running and defense. There's been a lot of turnovers and things like that, and he's just kind of playing out of his character at sometimes. But getting rid of Mac and bringing in some other characters, man, it just takes some adjusting, man. He don't have the same team he had when the game first started, so I expect him to be right back where he was as soon as he gets everybody acclimated and gets the team the way he wants it. And we'll see him in the playoffs just like we always have.
I agree with that. Moving on to the Vikes. The Vikes has really played poorly this cycle. He blowed some games he should have had, like the one against the Raiders. And that was probably key for the Raiders making the playoffs. Right now, he's giving up 16. Was giving up 31 points a game, but only scoring 16 points a game. On the ground, he plays good defense. Because he only gave up 81 yards a game on the ground, but he's 32nd against the pass. Do you think the division he's in, he applies so much pressure against the run that he's so bad against the pass, or he's just that bad against the pass? Ty, you took Smith away from him. His pass defense hasn't been the same. Can the Vikings turn it around, at least get to a 10-6 record?
No, no, no.
He got
Hey,
three
Solomon
tough.
Kane, Solomon Kane ain't in yet, but yeah, Randy right now is shit water. Randy a cool dude, but it's that division is kind of tough, man. He got Emperor that's winning Super Bowls back to back to back. The Bus had a down year, but he still can play. Then a new guy, I
The
don't know who he
robot.
is. He been showing that he can play, man. That division alone is tough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Randy can sneak out a couple wins. He's just inconsistent. He works a lot. So some days he come in balling, some days he come in looking like Shaq Water.
Shat water from Baton Rouge.
Yeah, but nah, he gonna still stay where they at. But will he improve? He'll improve next year, but that division still gonna keep him down.
Yeah.
Now we could be talking about the guy that's like the tone of the AFC, because
Oh shit.
these guys got good playbooks. The Vikings playbook is highly rated. Run and gun. We saw what I did with that. You can't, I think Tone can turn it around maybe. I know we're talking about the NFC, but these guys got to probably go deeper into the playbooks. Sweets, you know a thing or two about big playbooks. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think that man, playbook is important, but man, that division is probably a lot
Tough.
more tough than the
It's
playbook
tough.
is.
Right now, yeah.
And to
Yeah,
be honest with you, man,
yeah,
he he's self-admitted that he's not that great, at the game. So he's not gonna know the ins and outs and some of the things, some of the, let's just say cheeses. Hell, he's not gonna get the same type of cheese or guy the same
Cheddar,
type of cheese that the rest of that division has. So
mozzarella.
and he not gonna put forth the effort like other guys will to acquire that cheese. So he is what he is, and he'll be the first one to tell you he admits it. He not the greatest, but I would tell you this though, his team isn't that bad. He's put together some young pieces, man, and he plays tough until about like the third or fourth quarter. Then he throws
Yeah,
a couple too many picks. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
to be to be honest with you, that goes the same for about at least I'd say 6 or 7 other guys in the league that do the same thing. So you
exactly.
know, it ain't that much different. It's just he's just one of them guys where man the division he is real tough, man, and he's right now he's sitting on the bottom end.
I agree. Now, see, Rob, you got Ronald Jones, you got Whitaker, you got Killings,
Oh, oh.
and you got Logan. This guy got
Hey
Cook.
man. Well,
I think Cook need to be on the level that you're running at for this guy to even have a chance. Would you
I
agree?
mean, he just, yeah, I definitely agree, man. And what you have to do is you have to sit up there and you have to run plays that are strong suit for Cook. So I mean, Cook, if he's a highly agile player, you have to run plays where he has options of what holes he's supposed to hit. So I mean, if you're running outside zones, you want to run outside zones where he can hit up inside or outside, and or kick the ball outside and stretch the play. So I mean, he has to figure out what scheme fits his running style for his running back. So if he
Now
can do
we
that, he'll have success.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you
do
know
have
Cook
to
ain't
do have
starting
to
no
note
more.
that Cook has been hurt a lot. And
Hmm.
Yeah.
so he's even got his second running back up to superstar status, I believe, or
Yeah.
at least star status or something like that.
Actually,
So
he is. He's superstar,
yeah,
Mister
so
Madison. He's a
Yeah.
superstar.
yeah, so he
Okay.
Cook has been hurt so much that the backup is a star. And then last year, I think even his, what Madison and another backup was hurt, so he was down to a fourth, fifth running back.
Hey man,
Stuff like that is tough to come back from. So
The Buccaneers carry 45 running backs because we prepare for that type of stuff, man. So I mean,
oh
hey,
boy,
hey man, hey, get on the Buccaneers
Hey,
status, man. Keep 4 or 5 running backs, then you can sit up there, have guys run out
yo,
there. First
so we
down,
talking in third
fresh.
person now.
Second down,
All right,
fresh. Third
I'm
down,
just,
fresh. And when we kick in punts, you might have a running back out there fresh
I'm
to
just,
sit up there, make something happen. Holla
just
at your
saying.
boy.
Most people ain't good enough to do that. They
yeah,
carry all those running
Every,
backs to be limited at other
everybody ain't
spots.
good enough to do that, man. But
you're
some
right,
people can sit
you're
up there
right.
and make guys great, trade them off. But
Hey,
hey,
them
that's
boys
neither
wasn't
here nor there. Two
them
trains
boys
passing
wasn't
midnight.
fresh in the
That's neither here
playoffs.
nor
They was
there.
rather stanky. But anyway, we
Oh,
gonna we gonna
okay,
keep it rolling.
okay,
Schema,
okay,
our
All right,
greatest
okay.
all
All
right.
host.
right, shots
No
fired.
problem.
Pow pow. I hear you, Prentice. I hear you, Prentice.
We got one less guy to talk about because the Lions got asterisks. I mean, he really has no ratings right now. But this guy could make a move. In upcoming season, you can touch on him a little bit. Can he get 8-8 or better?
He should. He should. He know the adjustments to make. He should.
What a victory over the pack.
Hey,
He
that's all
did.
he
He
got
did
to
have that,
say.
man.
The only
You
one
make
to
you
be.
make the right moves, the right adjustments, man. You can do anything. Anything is possible.
He did beat the Packers last year.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
did.
really
He
know
was the
much
only
on him.
one.
I don't have a lot of game film. I haven't played him.
Yeah, he
But I
got a
will
wide
say
book. He don't do the same
if he
plays.
beat the Packers and
Mm.
he beat a couple
Oh, what
teams
film
out
did you
there.
watch?
What's that?
I said, what film did you watch?
Well, I saw the Packer game too.
Okay.
You go deep into the playbook, so I think he go deep into his playbook. He has a chance. Good pass defense. Well, we'll see though, because everybody figuring each other out.
Oh,
That
he got
was
a whole season this year.
yeah.
Whole season.
All right, we're gonna move over to the NFC South. We're gonna start out with the Bucks. Bucks was a B plus at this time. Only giving up 107 yards on the ground. 22nd against the pass. What's strange is he averaged 23 points a game on offense and gave up 21 points a game on offense at the time it was made, and actually listed as a B plus. Um, I think you're looking to get to an A this next season, take over the division. Go ahead and touch on what you need to do to get to that point and sustain.
Man, we just a blue collar team trying to do blue collar work. Man, we bring our lunch pail to the office every day. We work hard. We strive hard. Man, we try to put our best effort in with our team. Man, we just try to compete in our division right now. Um, Yeah, we got a few new pieces, one new piece in that should help us out. And we hope we draft better,
All
man.
right.
So we'll take our running game in, and we'll try to mix in some pass, and try to play some defense, and see what we can do in this upcoming season.
I heard that. There's a guy, as we move on to another, well, actually, before we move on, I think, you running the ball, I mean, a lot of guys are running the ball real well. And, the Dolphins are really good at it, too. Is he running too much, or does he need to run more tight?
He's running just right.
Hey,
Hey, he won his
Appreciate that.
division. It ain't nothing else you can tell old C Rob right now.
Oh hell, there you go.
Know what I'm
I
saying?
see what you did there. I see what you did.
Hey, he's running the NFC South. You see what I did there too? Nah, he found his niche, man.
I
He's
think so,
balanced.
too. I like it.
He
Yeah.
balancing run and pass, so he's hard to deal with.
No, he has a nice receiving crew, too. And Sweets knows the things about the receiving crew. Especially, even after
Yes.
trading Mike Evans. Do you think, and I know Sweet's got a top class receiver crew. Um, can you touch on his receivers a little bit? As far as Robbie Anderson and Godwin, can they take him to the next level?
Ah man, hold on, man. I get a little old, man. Let me stretch to the left and then stretch back to the right real quick. And man,
Because y'all receiving crew is
Oh,
scary.
we talking receivers. Never mind. I'm sorry. My bad.
You
My
can talk
bad.
raw
So
receivers, whatever.
Receivers.
First off, Sweet's gonna see everybody else receivers like his, so the X factors shine a little
Sir,
brighter.
it's my time to
than
talk,
everybody
sir.
else's.
Can I talk?
Before you get started, I just want to let that know.
I just had to stretch left and then stretch right. Can I just? Anyway, let me answer your question. Man,
I see what you did there.
you know what I'm saying? Schema. Listen, when it comes to receiving core, man, we know that Tampa Bay has a good receiving core, man. We know this already. He got Robbie Anderson that he got from you, and he's got a couple other little fast dudes. I can't remember who's the other
Godwin
one.
is one of them.
Oh yeah, Godwin. Yeah.
Godwin
And
is
he's got a
cool.
tight end that's got 90 speed too. Also, he will throw to them check down running backs. So his passing game is rather nice. But the key to the offense, and I get a little old again. Let me stretch left and stretch right. I gotta stretching is important these days when you get old.
Make sure you stretch 95%.
There you go.
I see what you did there. I see what you did.
No, but man, look, I'm glad I'm not in that division, man. I'd hate to go up against the Bucks all the time, with that powerful offense he got. So we're gonna leave it at that, man.
Yeah, we average, man. We
God,
super
that
average.
offense is tough.
Our average win is, like he said, is about 3 points, man. We just manage well.
Okay, moving on to the Saints. Saints average 27 points a game on offense, giving up 19 a game on offense. Defense. But he was 7th against the pass. And here's what's funny. He also gave 107 yards on the ground, just like the Bucks did. Now he lost Cameron Jordan. Okay, Ty. You know what it means to have a guy like Cameron Jordan. He reminds me of Wilkins. Can the Saints maintain this level of play and get back to the playoffs? Without Cameron Jordan?
No.
I might be with you on that. I might be with you on that one.
No, he. It's hard because his defense ain't gonna be as good without Cameron Jordan. Cameron Jordan covered up a lot of warts, and then he just traded away Eli Apple. You know what I'm saying? So his secondary took a hit. But he got a plan. So I think he's trying to put bigger people out there that can stop them stretches. Shit. But that's neither here nor there. Like 2 trains passing at night.
And them motherfuckers passing.
Nah, but I like Louisiana. But it's gonna be interesting to see what he do with life after Cameron Jordan.
You ain't
Life after
lying.
CJ.
I agree.
But he got a good
Say la vie.
that can run around and make plays. So I guess he gonna lean on them a
so.
little bit more.
Yeah, it's possible. Now he was a C plus at the time of the progress report, but you got to give him up to a B minus because he got to the playoffs. Now Sweets know more about the Saints almost just as much as C Rob. Can he get better just from playing him twice the last couple of seasons?
Yeah, man, he could definitely get better.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about it is he got a lot of his old players are getting out of there, and he's setting up the new. He's got a hell of a lot of picks right now. I think he
Yeah.
even just acquired H-Po's picks. So he's trying to make this team better, and he's bringing in new pieces that gonna last for until the end of high stakes. So we'll see. This is a team that's going. It's kind of like midlife crisis rebuilding type of deal, where you got rid of all your old shit, and now you bringing in some new stuff, and you just got to see how the pieces go together. So we'll see how it goes. Will he make the playoffs? That's gonna be something to watch.
Well, I'm pretty sure C Rob got an answer
forgot.
for that.
I forgot he won't beat C Rob no more because we're not dependent on C Rob to beat him. So
I see what
Wow.
you did there again, asshole.
so you know what I'm saying. Nobody owning his first round pick. So and he need help from C Rob. So you know what I'm saying. I think C Rob gonna go ahead and house him. But go ahead, Scheme. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Oh no, you good, man.
I just remember
This
that.
is what
You
it's
know
all
what I'm saying?
about.
As long as you're not counting on C Rob to beat him no more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
When you
I'm
try
not
to get
no
the top
NFC.
5 picks,
Man,
C-Rob
hotel
lay
Wi-Fi
down. But
bitch,
now,
man. Hotel Wi-Fi bitch, man. That's all I got to say.
No, C Rob play
Continue,
this guy
man.
twice a year. I think the team has
Yeah.
gotten weaker. It'll get stronger in terms of age wise, in terms of guys staying around. But right now, you got to be smiling. You got one less force to go against. Does this mean you're gonna sweep the Saints?
Man, it's a very strong possibility, and I'll share a sentiment that I actually said with the fellas about 3 nights ago when the retire list came out. When CJ came across the board and said he retired after X amount of years. I think what was said, it said, "That's your ass, Mr. Postman." Cause it's about to be trouble when you ain't got when you ain't got CJ sitting up there barreling down and you got to replace him. But yeah, he had a aging team, and a lot of the older pieces did fade away. Start with Breeze, starting with then he got rid of Michael Thomas, and now Cameron Jordan. So I mean, he's having a lot of difficulties, and then he passed off Eli Apple. So I mean, it's going to be difficult for him to compete all around, not just with me, just because he's got to deal with Nuke as well, because him and Nuke already been going back and forth, and then he's got I don't know how Ben is going to be with the new team. We'll see how Ben is. So I mean, he's going to
Right.
have a difficult time competing within division, let alone the rest of the league, if he doesn't have those critical key pieces there that's been sustaining him for the last couple of years. So I mean, we'll see how he does, man. I'm already confident in my ability, but we'll see how he does.
I agree. Moving on to the next guy, you guys been pounding him like, going to National and the Falcons. The guy always seemed to hang around, but he's been choking a little bit. He only get average, 13 points a game on offense, giving up 25, but he fifth against the pass. Deion Jones has a lot to do with that. Neil, um, but he giving up 114 on the ground. He might need to bring it up under 100 to even have a chance next year. But at the time this progress report was made, he did have effort at that time as well. I know he's talking about having a lot of time away from the game. With that being said, C-Rock, can he improve?
Uh, yes, he definitely can improve, man. His only way to go for him to go is up. So I mean, he's been drafting pretty good picks, and I mean, man, without giving too much secret in my successes, I mean, yeah. Go on to the next person, man, because I'm not about to sit up and tell you what this guy needs. Go ahead,
Well,
man. Next
Tyke give this
person,
guy a
man.
lot of respect too. A lot of times he said when he played Nuke, the game seemed to be close. What I mean, does he need to open up and stop trying to play close games? Type.
um, I don't know. I don't. I, I don't
No
know.
chicken tonight.
No, there's really no chicken to give because Luke would be in the game and then he'll throw an interception or have a costly turnover. and then the game will flip, and then he goes for it on fourth a lot. Like HBO, sometimes that then he gives up a lead because he plays good defense, but then he
Mm.
get greedy once he start driving, and then. But I really don't know. I can't put my finger on why he struggled because I get Styles made fights when I play him. It's always a tougher game versus me. Then he play other people. Then sometimes they blow him out. Sometimes he
They
win.
world beaters when they play you.
He but I really don't know why he's in the middle of the pack because I think he can play, but sometimes the ball just don't bounce his way. Bars.
I agree.
Let's
No, yeah, I
see.
mean, with all these play, with just a regular playbook, you got to be able to score more than 13 points a game. Sweets opens up his offense. If he played condensed football, Sweets
Oh
might not average
shit,
that much
that's
either. I
he
mean,
got
does
6 X
does he need to
factors.
go in the five wide a little bit more so people won't know where he's gonna throw the ball?
Oh, he got enough receivers for it.
Are we talking to me?
Yeah.
Man, listen. I think that he just got to get back to a balanced offense, man. It seems like it seems like he always pressing, like he's trying to force
Yeah.
it to Collins sometimes, and it causes unnecessary turnovers. I think the key to that is just get your running game back, man. Once you get your running game back, and not don't go for it on fourth down as much, and maybe
Mm.
not blitz as much. Let your guys play man defense, man. Let's see if they can just beat you man on man. Sometimes he's in a lot of zero blitzes, and he's trying to get a lot of pressure because he's used to getting sacks with guys. But sometimes, man, you got to let your
Sack.
defense. You got to let your defense play, man. Sometimes he plays like he in a rush sometimes, and he don't have to.
Oh,
So if he just kind of dial it back a little bit and let them guys ball out, and maybe he might change around a couple things.
I
man, I didn't
agree.
realize he got rid of Sap. I thought Sap was the answer. He won't he the like Iris? It was the answer.
Well, I think right behind Sapp, he went
Drafted a
and
running back
and
last
drafted
year.
another one, and then
Oh,
maybe in the plans, coming up in the draft, he might be looking to add another piece or something. Who knows?
he must
He's
be
done it
looking for
before where
gold.
he's got multiple running backs, so maybe this year's another time.
I got
I
one,
agree
two,
with that.
three.
I think a coaching change could be. I mean, he's so dedicated to Atlanta, he might not never do a coaching change because it's the Atlanta playbook.
Yeah,
That might be what he needs to do, but that's on him. He's a
that's a
homie.
good playbook though.
He's a
That's a good
homer. It
playbook,
is a
bro.
good playbook. I looked at it. It's a good playbook. Definitely more than 13 points. I agree. Because
I
he
can
got
live
some of
with.
the sets that I run, and I score more out of him. But yeah, at the same time, he's more
Yep.
conservative than I am. So maybe that's it. And we had the Panthers to talk about. Who Hamiltop left had a D at the time, but so we just ain't gonna touch bases on that. We just
Pour
welcome the
out a
new
little for the
owner.
homie Hammer Top.
You know, so
Hmm.
hopefully Hamiltop having a good time now, and welcome the new owner Ben. So see what happens with that.
Is being your friend? Hold on to the
Bars.
next one.
Bars.
All right, any more before we close
Let's
out?
talk.
Any more input?
I think that's about it, man. Good
No,
show.
man. Just it's draft time. Hope these teams can find a player to turn their life around.
Hey, stop letting people damn trade rape y'all, man. Come on. Some people don't need extra first round picks. That's all I'm saying. That's
No, it
today's
depends on how you
PSA.
hit.
Yeah,
I
just be like
agree.
C. Rob and don't trade.
It depends on how you hit. If you hit, if you do good on your first round pick, because you trade a lot to get it, hopefully you hit. If you don't, oh my goodness.
Cause I'm a hit.
All right, we out.